Tonight, as we conclude presentations, we're highlighting another hero. You know, it's not just those in uniform that are heroes here in our community. We have everyday citizens, everyday residents, everyday employees who step up to the plate to help save lives here in Aurora.
A City Hall staff member in Aurora is being recognized for his heroic efforts for a second time this year. Community engagement specialist Brian Moreno jumped into action when a resident became unresponsive during a neighborhood group meeting. He performed CPR for more than 2 minutes. He regained consciousness as the ambulance arrived. Back in January, Moreno saved the lives of dozens of people at a city warming center when a man walked in with a gun. He got those people out safely and called 911.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the front our own twice over hero this year, Brian Moreno, Community Engagement Specialist. Oh yes, saving lives. We're going to ask Aurora Police Department to join us down front. Anybody from the fire department? Thank you.
Do we have a red cape to put on him?
And Alderman Yamas can't be here tonight, but he sends his love and his support. And Brian, he says you got him through that night. He didn't know if he was going to make it through without you there.
You know, before I read this, a Mayor's Award of Excellence, let me talk a little bit about Brian and who he is as a person. As you heard in the news clip there, this isn't the first time Brian is receiving an award of this caliber. The first time was this past winter at a warming center where an enraged person came in with a gun, hitting people, pistol whipping people with the gun and pointing the gun in people's faces. And Brian, although under extreme pressure and scared for his own life, made sure he stood up and stood out to protect, make sure everybody in that room was protected. Called the police and got the guy arrested. Now, Brian has stepped up to save another life, a person in dire need of medical services, and he jumped into action to give this guy CPR until our firemen and EMS personnel could get there and save that person's life. Brian did these acts both times without even thinking twice or thinking of himself, but thinking of others. You know, oftentimes we serve our community and we do what we can to make a difference, but no one ever knows what they're going to do when faced with a situation like that. But Brian Moreno knew what to do, and he didn't do it once. He did it twice. And I'm sure if it happens again, and God forbid that it ever does, I bet Brian Moreno will step up yet again. Let's give him a round of applause. So I'm honored, absolutely honored, to give this Mayor's Award of Excellence presented to Brian Moreno for yet again being a hero in the community, for saving a life of a resident. You are valued and appreciated and needed, my brother. Let's give him a big round of applause for making us proud. I expect he has the cape in his pocket. He doesn't want to show everybody. But let's give Brian a few minutes just to say some words of what he was feeling and why he felt the need to step up and give a helping hand.
So I want to start off and give thanks to God, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have the strength or the reaction not to hesitate in situations just like the warming center. So thanks to him, he's the reason why I stayed strong and how I was able to handle that situation and how I was able to handle that person in the community meeting that had a stroke, So I don't know why God picked me to handle these situations, but I'm sure, like Richard Irvin said, it's not going to be my last time doing it. Not that I plan to be out and about, but growing up, I always want to be a superhero, you know, like who wanted to be a superhero growing up in here? Everybody, you know. So I always looked up to Batman, you know. So I guess he's my idol to this day, you know. So I'm always on and about, and I'm glad to be in Aurora, doing what I do best, you know. Not that I'm out here saving lives, but like I said, you know, I guess it's what comes with the job, you know. So whatever's more is put in front of me, I'm ready for it, and one Aurora, and let's do it together, you know. But thank you guys.